G'day. So I am at Ayres Rock Resort and just like to share what I've learnt. So I think 3 days is probably a good amount of time to spend here. The resort itself, it's one big parcel of land and it's like a roundabout really. You've got this big piece of land. In the middle there's a hill, and at the top of that hill there's a lookout, and from that lookout you can see Uluru very clearly. And then around this land, it's like one big circle, there's a whole lot of different hotels. There's also IGA, service station and campground. When choosing your hotel, I personally would just save as much money as I can and stay at the cheaper one, because they're all very decent. So, and you're not going, this is not a holiday place where you spend time in your room or in the resort. This is a place where you want to get out and explore. So talking of exploring, when you go to Uluru, I think it's essential to do a guided tour, because there's a lot of magic that you can feel when you get here, but you're not going to walk away with greater understanding unless you do a guided tour and hear directly about some of the stories and understand some of the cultural meaning when you're here. So yeah, that's my number one tip, is pay for a guided tour. Even do 1 or 2. And there's different places where you can have guided tours as well. I found See It tours really impressive. They really knew their stuff. Very, very good. The other thing I've found is that it's very, very expensive here. So I really feel for the local people. I don't know how they afford to have, you know, a standard of living, because IGA is the only supermarket. There's no other places to buy food. There's no places where you can just run in and buy a wind cheater or get a pair of shoes. And yeah, so very expensive here. If you go out for lunch, you know, you'll pay $30 for basically anything on the menu. So expect to pay a lot of money when you're here. The other thing I found being here in winter is there's no flies. The days are beautiful. You can see at the moment, blue skies, cool breeze. The weather could not be nicer. However, morning and night time, when you want to do the sunrise and sunset tours, it's incredibly freezing cold. So dress up like you're going to the snow. And also I think it's nice if you can donate some really warm articles, or you know, shoes or some items to the community centre, and then the engagement team can actually hand those out to community. I did ask them if they would do that and they said they would, because like I was saying, you can't just run to the shops and buy anything. What else have I learned? I've learned how beautiful this place is. Look at the colours. There's greens, reds, blues. I've learnt a lot about culture and the wisdom. I won't share with you what I've learnt, because everyone learns through a different lens and everyone should go on their own journey. But just lastly, if you are driving or you're in a caravan and you see a road and it says Aboriginal land and you're only allowed if you have a permit, you should obey that and turn back. Just see it basically as a private road that you shouldn't go down. Also, there's about 1 million camels in this area, and they're wild and they're pests. So frankly, I would not have a caravan anywhere except designated campground. I heard a story where there was taps in a town and they had not been camel proofed, and all those taps got destroyed because the camels go and they are in the search of water. So yeah, I wouldn't camp anywhere except in a campground. Now, I hope that's useful, and this is one of the best places I've ever come to. Yeah, words can't describe. Thanks for listening.